Hello? 1, 2. Hello? 1, 2. All right, 1 second. Well, it's live. What do you expect? Now, let's see, can I get into this? I'm having issues with this now. This is madness. Hang on a sec. No. No, I don't think this is going to work. Hello from Liberty Ireland. If anybody can hear me, would they say hello? Or for some reason, this is not going to work. Madness. Madness. Yeah, we're meant to be live. We're meant to be live. Anybody watching? No? Hang on. Hang on a second. Sorry, folks. I'm just. This is complete bullshit now. This is, to tell you the truth. Yeah, I had a feeling this had happened. That's why I put the video up today, everybody. I wanted to see what was going to happen. Now, I'll tell you, I even went out and bought myself this little gadget. 1 second. Hang on a sec. It's Paulie, which anyway, hope everybody's keeping well. Yeah, this is.
I call bullshit.
Yeah, I don't know whether you can see that. Hang on a sec. Yeah, you make that out? Probably not. Hang on. Here we are. Look at that. So, it's.
You are such a liar.
It's me.
Is that bullshit I smell?
You like that?
Liar.
It's me. I don't know. Hang on a sec. Hang on. This is crazy. There's a delay here. I'm trying to watch it. That's me. Yeah, can you see that? That's me. Hang on.
That's bullshit.
Yeah. Right, just give me a second. I'll try and get this working. Hang on a sec. Right, 1 second. For some reason, I'm going to close this down. And I'm going to... I had it all rigged up. Had everything ready to go. And of course, our friends in YT will never be happy.
You are so full of bullshit.
Yeah. Do you like that? I mean, what's the chances of coming across a bullshit button? Hang on. Don't worry, I'm not going to do a robbery or anything like that with the balaclava, so it's just something I had put away just in case. Now, hang on. Edward Mullen. Hello, Edward. Trippy Gypsy. How are you? If anybody can hear me okay, would you just send me a message to say that I'm loud and clear, and we'll get the ball rolling in a couple of minutes. Now, I did do something for you to see, but I don't know whether you see. This is what you're up against, yeah. All this crappy technology. 1 sec. No, they won't allow it. They won't allow it. Look, hang on. No. No. Now, is it going to work? Is it going to work? Can I get it up on the screen? No? Can't get it on the screen, right? Okay. Just hang on a sec. Hang on a second. Yeah, now. Hang on. It's live, by the way, so what do you expect? Now, can you see that? Yeah. You see that, can you? Okay, so that's Planet Earth, by the way. I'm sure you know that. Wait, hang on a sec. Just let me put my reading glasses on. Midlife crisis. You have to start wearing glasses, you know. Edward Mullen. Hi from Canada. Edward Mullen. Thanks very much, Edward. Good old bullshit detector. You can't beat them. Can't beat them. Who else? Trippy Gypsy. In Scotland. Loud and clear. Edward Mullen. How are you? Preparing for Planet X and Comet Nibiru. I'm here, brother. And firstly, I'll say 1 second. Right, let me say 1 second. Right. Hello. That's it. That's the best you're going to get. Anyway, Hope everybody's keeping well. And Nibber Ireland back in the driving seat again after investing in all this equipment. I went out and bought myself. Hang on, I'll show you. I'll show you the little setup here one sec, just in case you think I'm mad. You know I'm mad. So went out and bought this little gadget. So this is the hang on, Logitech for the microphone and the headphone. That's the Logitech. That's Dr. Gadget. Paulie's Dr. Gadget, yeah. Then I got me Sennheisers, yeah, 125s. The Sennheisers, top quality. Then what did I do? I bought this, me microphone, right? Tascam, all linked in, muffler, and guess what? It doesn't bleed and work. Anyway, so now we're back to basics, talking into the smart device again. And firstly, we like to say hello to everybody in Google. And what time is it now in Google? Hang on a second, I'll just double check. Well, it's 20 past 10 here in Dublin, so it's probably about, 6 hours behind. So I'd say, have a look. Whatever time it is, they'll probably finish the day shift now over there. Now let's put this back a little bit so you can see everything. Make sure she's all smooth. So you go out and you invest in all that equipment and none of it works. Toronto, Ontario. I have a friend that works over there in Xerox in, I think it's London, Ontario. Joseph Borbo, Massachusetts, USA. Now, these are the same people, okay, that don't get to watch the channel because they're not allowed, because our friends in YT don't allow it. So what Paulie has to dress up like this. Yeah. It was either this or Spider-Man, okay, or the Superman mask. And I just thought, now, considering we're in Ireland, everybody's used to the Irish people wearing balaclavas in the 1980s. So, well, we could be going back to wearing the balaclava again if this Brexit doesn't work out properly. But we'll say nothing about that. Anyway, hope everyone is keeping well. Welcome to the show. Firstly, I want to say my big, sincere apologies to everybody. Last Thursday, I was back on this channel doing the video. And I had one of the family that was actually taken into hospital. Okay, where they, wait for it, a viral infection. Yeah, or infertile, as the doctor put it. And I thought, well, I've heard of a viral infection. I've never heard of an infertile infection. It was an Indian doctor trying to explain it to me. And I thought, So for the last week, I've been dealing with the family. And of course, YT and all my fans around the world will have to just wait. Firstly, let me say, it's a pleasure to be back again. And what we try to do every week is give people a little bit of an input into the corruption that we see around the world. And with the conspiracy theories that people like to speak about, that unfortunately, us crazy people that were classed as don't have anywhere that we can go with all this. Now, have a look at the video numbers. Anybody notice anything? No? Okay. If you have access now to this channel, just scroll down a little bit. Hang on a sec. I'll scroll down. Let me see, can I do it? And let's see. Here we go. No? Yeah. Watch the videos that land on 125. Now, remember, 2 years ago, I interviewed a guy from Mexico. And this was the video that turned things around for me, okay? Just let's say I interviewed a photographer from Mexico, and anybody that's with me from the start knows that I like to interview people, and I don't swallow the shit that they ram down your throat called the weather forecast. Yeah. In fact, did anybody watch the weather forecast in Ireland tonight? No. Yesterday, it was 6 degrees. Today, guess what it is today? 20 degrees in Dublin. 20 degrees, yeah. Every night this week we've had a storm. Like you think the roof was coming off the house, yeah. I can see now. See, I have to wear reading glasses now. Reading glasses. So, Joseph Borlow, Rami J. Knowings stayed in Wicklow Mountains. Wonderful country you have. Top of the morning to you. And it's only the leprechauns that say that, by the way. Annie Willow. How are you, Annie? Remy J. Yeah, that's... hang on a second. Dawn. See, this is the thing. Glasses. I hate wearing glasses. Prepping for Planet X and Comet. F me. You make me laugh, Paulie. God bless you. Yeah, well, we're coming into March now. So we have a combination of St. Patrick's Day where everyone turns into a leprechaun on St. Patrick's Day. Actually, in Chicago, they even dye the river green. Green. That's it. And then people probably drink that. So we don't want to get down that road. So we'll talk about, let's see what we'll talk about today. 1 second. Now, feel free to have a chat amongst yourselves, yeah? As I said, it's the Grim Reaper. The all-new Grim Reaper with the, it's the criminal look. Do you like it? It's the bank robber look. I'm not a bank robber, but it's just the bank robber look. Okay, go with the flow, yeah? Okay, it's nearly a couple of weeks to Patrick's Day, okay? We've got Patrick's Day to deal with, St. Patrick's Day, yeah? Which is the best sales pitch for the world, yeah? St. Patrick's Day, river dance, diddly-eye music all day, and everyone gets drunk on the, there you are. I don't know whether you can see this. Yeah? See that? Anybody drink Guinness? Good old Guinness. That's it. Now, what are we going to speak about today? Oh, yeah. KLM, ladies and gents. Oh, you can't say that, Polly. You can't say that. Well, I'm live. So, I'll have to be careful which way I put it. Okay. Last night, I decided to come out and watch the spectacular nighttime weather that we have. Where you can see Orion's belt and you can see everything else. Perfect. And oh, the supermoon, ladies and gents, another supermoon. Yeah. It just becomes the norm now. 1 minute you don't see the moon for weeks. And then all of a sudden it's there every night again. Ta-da! It's like magic. Magic should be on America's Got Talent, actually, yeah. The projector in the sky, that's what I like to call it. Same size as it goes past you all the time. Exact same. Doesn't move. Everything else moves. Look. Everything else moves except the moon. Look, even that moves. Anyway, last night, a jumbo jet flies over the house. Yeah. And then it goes over to the edge of the city and does a big circle around Dublin. And I thought to myself, look at the chemtrail that's coming out the back of that plane. I think I'll go in and open up Flight Radar. Yeah, we didn't have it 10 years ago. I open up Flight Radar. If you have a credit card, I'm not promoting them. There's a free version. That's all you need. And just switch on labels. That's all you need. Nothing else. And I'm going to show you how to join up all the dots. Yeah. So a jumbo jet flies over the house at 32,000 feet. I take my smart device and I switch it on. Yeah. I open up the app, Flight Radar, and I see it flying over the house. And I follow it, because I'm looking at the big chemtrail coming out the back of it. And I thought to myself, Paulie, open up the app and have a look. And let's have a guess that it's a cargo plane. A cargo plane. Yeah, I just thought maybe I'm wrong. So I opened up the app. And guess what, ladies and gents? That's right. The photograph that I put up in the video today that only got 15 hits in the first hour or something like that. Because yous know. See YT in Silicon Valley. Yous know I'm on the money here. I'm spot on. I've done that much research in the last week sitting in a hospital, visiting, that I'm an expert. Or should I say, contrails. Yeah. Or, hang on a second, vapor trails. Yeah, vapor trails. And a big hello to all the people that work for Boeing. the engine company, as I keep on telling everybody, they developed something that flies in the air called a jumbo jet, and it runs on water. That's right. It doesn't run on fuel. No. It runs on lovely flowers in the garden, water. And the water vapor that comes out of the back of my car makes the plane go up in the air. Yeah. Hang on a sec. Hang on a sec. What do you think about that, Paddy? Yeah, the jumbo jet goes up in the air, Paddy. That's right. And guess what? Paddy says that's a load of bullshit. Yeah, okay. Now, yeah. He says, would you put your mouth over the pipes on the plane? You wouldn't put your mouth over the exhaust pipe of your car. He says the chemicals will kill you. That's right, yeah. But remember, ladies and gents, they're lovely, fluffy contrails. Contrails. And if you go in and Google contrail, you'll see exactly what it says in Wikipedia. Tonight, when you're finished, go in and Google the word contrail. Contrail, yeah. Contrail. And then you get all the professors then will come on and they'll say, well, ladies and gents, I told you I had some information for you tonight. Yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Look at Paddy's even shitting himself. Don't mind the people in Silicon Valley. What? What did you say? Yeah. Paddy just wants to tell me that he's sick of the people in Silicon Valley. Censoring Paulie. Anyway, the news tonight, ladies and gents, is one of my subscribers, which I'll keep anonymous, because in the email he asked me, he says, Paulie, wherever you do, don't mention me name. Okay? Anyway, what did he say? He says, Paulie, when you get a chance, go into Good Owl, best platform in Silicon Valley, not outside of Silicon Valley, but they class themselves as the best. We won't mention any names for legal reasons. Yeah, right. Paddy wants to tell you that it's... Hands up, ladies and gents, if you know what I'm talking about. I want you to have a think about this, right? The contrails are formed, okay, with the propulsion system that's on the jumbo jet. And still, the next flight that flies past at the same 32,000 feet, there isn't many. Okay, now, that took me to this movie that you can find on a platform, which is one of my favourites, hang on a second, called YouTube. I can't say that, Paddy. I can't say that. He said, see you next Tuesday. That's what he thinks of them. See you next Tuesday. If you take the 4 letters, that's what he thinks of them. Yeah. Anyway, in the meantime, we leave Paddy over there. Paddy, you sit there and say nothing at the end of the day, right? Otherwise, they'll throw me off the channel. Right, we leave Paddy there for a minute. Now, I hope you enjoyed the show tonight, because nextly, I'm going to tell you that there's a movie that I want you to watch from the 1960s called A Man Called Flint. A Man Called Flint. All about a James Bond type of character that tries to save the planet from the weather. He who controls the weather controls the planet. Does that make sense? Yeah. Now, did anybody ever have an eureka moment? You know, the light bulb goes off in your head. Have you ever had a eureka moment where you said, I knew it was right, just nobody believed me, but I knew it was right? Where a conspiracy theory turns into reality. And you sort of went, yeah, I knew I was right. Yeah. Well, after watching this movie, yeah, I decided to do a little bit of research. And just let me show you, there's an app here called Venture Sky. Now, typically again, can't see it as usual. Right now. Right, you can't see that, can you? That's too bright. Yeah, no, I'll have to put it at a different angle. Anyway, This app is the weather app that I use. Obviously, can't see it. I'm not connected into the computer. I'll learn. I'll get it after a while. Hang on a sec. We're live, by the way, so what do you expect? Anyway, let's go back into this. Now, firstly, I watched the weather forecast tonight, and they tell everybody there's going to be a storm coming in from tomorrow morning. Actually, tonight at 4 a.m. in the morning, Friday morning, there's a big storm on the way. VentuSky, I told everybody on the video. Go into VentuSky, and I want you to go in and click. Now, you have to pay for the app, but the way I look at it is you pay for quality. And VentuSky is like having your own crystal ball in your hands. In fact, you never watch the weather. I keep on telling everybody, you will never, ever, ever watch the weather forecast on the television ever again, because it's the biggest load of bullshit. Yeah. It's a load of crap that they try and feed you. Now, here's the question for the 100 people or anybody that's watching tonight. Okay. Where do you think all the storms come from? We live in Ireland. Okay? And everything is coming up from the southwest or the west of Ireland. Where do you think all the storms come from? France? Russia? No. Hands up out of the 100 people watching. Said the Atlantic Ocean. That's right. It's not the Atlantic Ocean. Now, if I get to finish this report without being shut off, I'll be very surprised. If I told everybody that never again says Andy, never again says Andy, take the first letter of each word or name and put it all together. Never again says Andy, or never a straight answer. Yeah? Go back in and watch the storm when it hits your country. And then go back 5 days. That's all you have to do. Just go back and watch the storm going backwards. And follow it. You'd expect to see it somewhere in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, wouldn't you? Spinning. And picking up pressure. Picking up the weather. Picking up the rain. Picking up the storm. In the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. That's where you expect it to come from. No. It doesn't come from there at all. No. It's only when you go in and follow exactly where it started from. Now, this week, we've had a storm every night. Today, we've had summer weather. But at night time, it's a storm. For the last, actually 6 nights, we've had a storm, which nobody has spoke about. The biggest one is meant to come in 4 o'clock tomorrow morning. Okay, today's the 21st, by the way. So tomorrow morning at 4 o'clock, we're going to see the biggest one. If anyone knows what a pump action shotgun is, yeah? If anybody knows what a pump action shotgun is, just think of that like a bullet. Yeah? Guess where that pump action shotgun is based? Mississippi. That's right. Now, Paulie thought he knew it all once upon a time. When I got into all this was just astrophotography. I started putting up videos of zoomed in stars with me special. I won't mention the name, but everyone knows the camera I'm talking about. That lets me zoom into the stars. Yeah, that's fair enough. But when they start censoring your videos, your astrophotography of the moon, and you start trying to work out how come you can see the pixels on the moon the more you zoom into it, and you don't see the pixels on the anywhere outside the moon, like a projector, like when you watch a television, an old movie from the 1960s. Watch that on your 4K television and see all the little pixels, because it's an old-fashioned film. Stick with me for a minute. So you're watching this, and you can see it, and you put it up on YT's platform, and they censor it. Why? Why do they censor it? So, when they start censoring me, I thought to myself, what's the big deal of putting up a video of the stars zoomed in? And then that got me interested in what else is going on up there. Yeah, like how about I shatter all the Americans' dreams and tell them that they never landed on the moon? Is that mad? That's mad, isn't it? I watched that many documentaries on the moon that, in fact, with the Van Allen belt, James Van Allen, yeah, with all the different, spacewalks, and if I could ask one question to the astronauts when they're on the microphone, yeah, when they're going up and down like that, when they're being interviewed by the children in the school. Hello, can I, Paulie, ask you a question while you are doing that on the space station, on the ISS space station, my apologies. Can I ask you one question up there on the space station? Paulie, you'd have a few questions, all right. Yeah, Paulie, what's your first question? How about you twist? How about you twist? Twist. 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 Why don't you just twist from left to right? Oh, we all know you can do somersaults. You see, that's the problem. You can't twist with the harness. No. In fact, there was one of the interviews where one of the astronauts is nearly crying because some of the astronauts had left the space station. She's only crying because she misses her family. And you know something? It just doesn't add up. Between washing their hair, and there's a girl, move that out of the way, it's wrecking me head. Yeah. There's a girl up there washing her hair, and there's the waters just flowing all over the place, into the electrics and all. That doesn't matter though, it's cool. It's cool, And there, it's like she's being held upside down. You can really see the blood going to her head at the end of the day. The bottom line is, it's all edited just for a little human being. Now, there's a guy, and this is the part now that got me. Last night I watched a fella, actually live on YT, and he has a video on his computer that runs and reruns where he has a lunar capsule flying over the moon, a Japanese lunar capsule that flies over the moon, and it gets to a certain point, and up comes the marble, planet Earth. Now, people are saying there's an issue with that, because that little small marble that you're looking at, remember, the Earth is meant to be 10 times bigger than the moon. If anything, when they were on the moon, looking back down at Earth, the Earth should be massive compared to the little small moon. Okay? And they left out the stars. Now, see, they tell you, right, that we are on planet Earth looking up at the stars. We've no problem seeing the stars. Actually, hang on a sec. Yeah, perfect. That's right. Hang on a sec. It's live. That's right. There, Orion's belt. The minute I looked up, there's Orion's belt. Yeah, in the same spot, at the same time, every night. And all the other solar systems, whatever you want to call it, the plough and everything else, all in the same spot, every night. In the exact same spot, every night. Paul, what's your problem? What's the problem with that? We're all flying through space. Every night should be different. Yeah. In fact, that guy that put up that lunar, the fool, we'll call him, yeah, the fool, where he's 3 million subscribers. So wherever he's sniffing or snorting is brilliant. You might send us over a bag of it. Yeah. I can't give out the address live. But wherever you're snorting, mate, Fair play to you. Fair play to you. Fair play to you. 3 million subscribers. Yeah. For watching a bit of bullshit. Okay. Where they show you. It's the same line. Actually even put it in reverse and has the capsule flying backwards. How many gobshites is there out there that watch YT? Yeah? How many of them? Now I'm watching tonight. The people that are watching this, I like to think that they're... It doesn't matter if they're trolls or they're not trolls. I speak on behalf of all the other normal people that when we see something in the sky and we can't work it out, we've nowhere we can go to bring it up because people think you're going la-la. Yeah? La-la. You think I'd like to take off this mask? Of course I would. But imagine the shit that's going to hit the fan after that. As I said, I have a load of bits and bobs put down on paper for tonight. That plane that was flying backwards and forwards wasn't burning off fuel before it came into land, by the way. Because after the third time of doing that backwards and forwards, it decided to and head over to Miami. Burning off fuel before it hits the Atlantic Ocean, what? That's a good one. What happens if it ran out of fuel halfway across? No. Anyway, listen, I hope you like the new look tonight. It's the new look because I can't see. Yeah, it's hard being the Grim Reaper. When you get older, it's hard trying to get them souls. Anyway, hello and everybody in YouTube. How are you? Nice. Google, hello. And Stuart, yeah. Stuart, he's my insider in Google. Hello, Stu. Yeah, he said he was going to tune in tonight. So just let's say Stu is actually in charge of... have you ever spoke about something before and it comes up on your phone a few minutes later? You're having a chat with your wife or your girlfriend or your boyfriend or whatever, and you're thinking about going to some nice holiday resort during the summer. You're only talking about it. You haven't booked anything. And then, voila, a few minutes later, up on your smart device, Thompson Travel, half price to Disneyland for the next 5 hours. Book now. And guess what you were talking about 10 minutes ago? Going to Disneyland. Has that ever happened to anybody? Yeah. Well, this guy that I'm looking after at the moment, he's in charge of all that. Where they listen into you. And the best little piece of advice I'm going to tell everybody is go into all your apps and switch off the microphone and switch off your camera. And if you have a camera on your smart device, cover it up. Cover it up. That's the best advice I can give you because that's the advice I got today. Make sure your microphone is switched off. And YT Kids, the app. Now, it's something that I put on to my smart device. You know that it's not an orange. You can peel it. That's right. It's green. It grows on a tree. It's a smart device as well. You know what I'm talking about. And it keeps the doctor away. It's something today. Yeah, well, you know what it is, right? Go in the applications and scroll straight down. And you'd be surprised to see which apps have the microphone switched on. And sometimes you forget. In fact, I have a daughter that uses the same doctor to keep the doctor away. That little something 7. Yeah, you know, something whatever 7 is what she uses. Yeah. She's a 10-year-old, right? I got sucked in by her getting into the smart technology. And they give you lovely apps just to suck you in. She says to me, Daddy, look what I've discovered. I says, go on. She says, I've discovered that you can switch on this thing called screen recorder. I said, oh, Jesus, no way. No, you don't want that. She says, why not? I says, because once you switch it on, you forget to switch it off. And that's when they have control of you. So ladies and gents, if you have kids, right, Paulie, the Grim Reaper, just wants to remind everybody tonight, switch off your smart device. Now, I had everything rigged up. I had Skype rigged up. I had all rigged up to this little gadget. And for some reason, You can't use any of that the minute I start speaking into this. Now, I'm going to put up these messages probably tomorrow. What I want you to do today is, if anyone knows what I'm doing wrong, I know, yeah, probably being here in the first place, that's probably enough to wreck your heads. Anyway, let me read out a couple of messages. Edward Mullen, hang on a second. Margaret McCormick, I'm in Westmeath, Ireland. How are you, Margaret? Remy, Trippy, yes, here is the same. Yeah, look, you just keep on talking amongst yourselves, and I'll do the little show, and I'll probably be back again tomorrow night, and we'll probably make it once or twice a week where I come on. I went on the radio and spoke about chemtrails, and you might as well be banging your head off the wall, okay? Anybody that knows anyone that suffers with Alzheimer's or dementia, right, or ADHD, you know, the bold children that everybody talks about. Oh, he's very bold, she's very bold, can't control the children, yeah? Well, how about Mammy and Daddy when Mammy was pregnant, yeah? When Mammy was pregnant, right? These are good people that probably had a good life, and all of a sudden the child is born, right, with autism. Now, that doesn't sit well with the Mammy and Daddy, but all of a sudden the child has autism, okay? Or there's something wrong with the child, okay? I put it down to the water, okay? And wherever they're spraying in the sky, okay, it's called geoengineering. Now, I told you last week that I made a phone call because I'm mad. Paulie's mad, and actually, I'm not happy just with a little piece of the information. I want all the information. So I rang Harvard University, yeah, and they're going to send me over a response by next Wednesday, yeah, all about the Geosolar Engineering program, yeah, in Harvard. Now, you'll hear about Harvard being mentioned every day on the radio, whether it's in Ireland or America or Australia. Somebody will talk about Harvard University, and everyone sits up and goes, oh, the scientist said it in Harvard University, so it must be true. Yeah, okay. Geoengineering, yeah. A man called Flint controlling the weather. That's right. And NASA in Mississippi. These storms that we're following are being created, okay, by the science laboratory in Mississippi, the testing facility, yeah. I went in and I done that much research after watching a program, a link that was sent to me all about Jeremy Clarkson from a program called Top Gear, where they test, and it's called weather modification, yeah, weather modification, yeah. Where they create the clouds. Now, listen to the video where he talks about never a straight answer. They sent all the lorry drivers that worked on the facility out as far as they could go. They went out as far as they could go. And Jeremy Clarkson turns around and says, so that they could listen and stop driving when they couldn't hear the engine anymore. Now, that engine is the same size as one of the shuttle's engines, okay? Plus, the facility is connected to a lake. That's right. A man-made lake. Jeremy Clarkson goes on record and says that they don't need much water to do that, to create the clouds. Yeah. It's only when you go in around the world to discover there's so many of these different facilities that are creating the clouds and the storms. That's right. Now, give you a little example. Haiti. Do you remember Haiti? Remember the storm that hit Haiti? Yeah. Well, our friend Mr. Trump decided to head down. Yeah. As the good Samaritan to say hello to everybody after they were wiped out nearly off the planet by a storm. Yeah. Well, what do you think what's the first thing that came out of his mouth in the community centre? You can actually go in and watch the video on YouTube. Yeah. What did he say, do you think? What do you expect? You didn't pay your taxes. You didn't pay your taxes. What do you expect? That's absolutely sick. And then when he finished that, he started throwing out toilet rolls. Toilet rolls to all the local people and says, that's a start, isn't it? Don't believe me? Go in and watch the video. Remember, Paulie's trying to do the facts. Okay? It doesn't matter about the trolls that try to shut you up. Okay? And in fact, I'd actually go as far as saying the majority of the people in Silicon Valley are the trolls. They are the trolls. It's not Johnny and Mick around the corner from where you live, or Lisa, or anyone like that. No. The trolls are the people that run this platform. And that's the reason why I set up the other channel on the other Vim. EO. Do you like that? Anyway, let's go on to another little topic. Right? We'll come back to all this man called Flint before I go. What time are we now? Yeah, I'll stay with you for another 20 minutes, okay? And I hope you're enjoying the show. And thanks for listening, by the way. It's the Grim Reaper Show with Paulie, the true channel from Ireland. And a big, hang on, top of the morning to you. Yeah, that's it, top of the morning to you. Or 33 and a third. Yeah, if you're a foreigner. 33 and a third. Okay, corruption. We've a big corruption base, which is about 25 minutes drive from where I live. It's called The Media, and it's the main radio and television station, yeah, called RTE, Radio Television. If you want to know what corruption is, send them an email and ask them to read it out. The biggest clown at the moment is Mr. Darcy, that does the afternoon show on the radio. Mr. Darcy, if you're listening, yeah, you're a clown. A clown. Okay. Why are you a clown? Because they destroyed the sky with the chemtrails all last week. And on Friday afternoon last week, I sent an email into RTE, into the Ray Darcy show. That's right. And I told them in there that I was going to do this. Now, it's after taking a few more days than I expected. But Mr. Darcy, yeah, I put you to a test and I asked you nicely to read out the email all about geoengineering and Harvard University. And I even gave you the name of the professor that I spoke to. Shame on you. Yeah, shame on you. And if it was in the 1980s now, yeah, our comrades, as we called them back then, would have no problem, like they did in the 1980s, about evacuating. You know what I'm talking about. That's right. That's right. In the 1980s that happened. The whole television station had to evacuate because of the Irish Republican Army, we'll call them. Yeah. They told them all to get out, or else that was the end of it. Because maybe they were getting censored too much as well at the time. Yeah. So, you've got social media, the joint, yeah, the monster that controls every one of us. Yeah. Of course, we can't live without our social media. Sure we can't. I don't do tweet, and I don't do FB, and I do this. Because if I couldn't do this video, I'd go mad. Because I'm sick and tired of watching the news. I'm sick and tired of reading the bullshit. And I'm sick and tired of, like yesterday, what popped back up on the news yesterday? Just like that. Haven't heard nothing about it for the last 8 months. Syria. Again. Or we'll try and start up the Syria machine. We'll start that up again. And tell everybody that the poor children, the homeless in the home children. Sorry, I must be missing something, haven't we? Like, it wasn't too long ago where all the foreign countries were bombing the shit out of it. Yeah. See, I tell you what I think. See, Brexit, that's just a smoke screen. Yeah, a red flag. They're trying to rile up the world into something that is unstoppable. In fact, if you live beside any of these ports where you see the Navy, okay, like America. Now, the Americans that are watching this today know exactly what I'm talking about. The local, all the ships from these ports are going out and they catch the drug dealers and they try and tell you that they're protecting the country. Yeah. Now, in fact, most of these soldiers signed up to the army, okay, to get involved, to roll up their sleeves and go out and get stuck in. Yeah. Does anybody notice at the moment that things are a little bit too quiet? Like too quiet. And the best thing can come out of it is Brexit. Now the Italians want to leave Europe next. They announced it today. The Italians. Anybody watching in Italy? No. No, you don't get Italians. You don't get Chinese. You don't get... No Australians. No. Anybody from Australia watching today? No. Listen, talk amongst yourselves there. As I said, I have my glasses on me. I'll probably read a couple of these messages in a minute. And I'm sick and tired of the corruption. Okay? I'm sick and tired of being told to shut up. Okay? And if we all just lay down and became one of the sheep. Yeah, if we became one of the sheep. Yeah. What type of life would that be? If we didn't fight our corner. Like Conor McGregor. He's not everybody's cup of tea. But at least when he got a box in the mouth, he get back up off the floor and he have another go. And he have another go, and another go, and another go. Till he can't have any more goes. Yeah. There's so many people that will slay him and say he's this and he's that. It doesn't matter what he is. He's a multi millionaire. And he's probably in the top 100 rich list in Ireland. Yeah. So, what do you do? Slate the fella? You can't slate him. You can't slate people for standing up for what they believe in. And if there was an issue doing all this live, why did YT set up Go Live? Why? Because you were probably bored watching all the videos. And now, they probably have, I'd be guessing sometimes that YT have a big cinema in their office, like at the back of the office. They go in, they've got the popcorn, they've got the chocolate, they've got the soft drinks, probably hard drinks, God knows what. And they all rush in. Quick, let's go. Paulie's on in a half an hour. That's probably what it is. Anyway, I'm going to be a superstar at the end of all this because people are going to have to sit up and realise that what I tell you, you either take it with a pinch of salt, right, or you go with the flow, right? I'm not on every night, okay? But if I'm not happy with something, like the doctors told me that one of my family came down with this foidal or infoidal infection. Like, what's that? You know, I heard of viral infection anyway. It's just I can't get my head around it. Okay? Does anybody know anyone else that suffers from all these illnesses like Alzheimer's and viruses and, you know, all this crap, right? And then the doctor gives you the prescription to go to the pharmacy, yeah, and spend more money on tablets to keep Mr. Pharmaceutical Industry, yeah, in a job. Now, hang on a sec. What's next? Oh yeah, hang on a sec. Oh yeah, FB announced yesterday. I don't know whether you watched the news yesterday that you're being censored. Now, we just come out and tell you before Christmas that we've robbed you for the second time, but we make a joke of it, like all the people on the ISS. Did you ever see them smiling all the time? They must be wearing something in their mouth. Even if they hurt themselves, it's like, oh, I just had to break my leg, but it's so funny. Yeah, everything. You're stuck on the space station flying around the world, yeah? Right? Everything is funny. Watch their smiles. Yeah? Yeah, as they try and maneuver their way without hitting off the harness. Yeah? They're not even in space, folks. Okay? Right? The bubbles, the tanks and all that. Hands up who swallows all that they landed on the moon. Yeah. In fact, there's an app that it's not on this smart device, but it's on another one called The Moon. Yeah, they just brought out an app. The Moon app. Yeah. It shows you everything about the moon. Everything about it. It's actually spectacular. Yeah. Go in and download the free app called The Moon. Yeah, if you have that green thing that you take a chunk out. Yeah, that type of device, not the Android, the other one. Okay, download the app called The Moon. Yeah, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. As I said, these people that developed all this, they done it for a reason. Yeah, to try and educate you and me, right? Because we don't know everything. We don't know everything. Hang on a second. We have a Pete. Who's that? Revelation Files. Yeah, the hospital killed me, ma. With MRSA. Yeah, thanks, Revelation Files. Remy J. Kimberly 35. Yeah, you keep on talking amongst yourselves. I hope you are enjoying it. And do you know what? I get more pleasure out of doing this live, believe it or not, than putting up the video like earlier today. Because I feel that yous are me family. Even if yous are trolls, I couldn't care less. I just want yous to enjoy what I do. And the little piece of, education that I give yous. I'm not expert. I'm not an expert. Okay, I'm not a scientist. I'm not a politician. I'm not a terrorist. I'm nothing like that. Okay, I'm just a simple guy that has a little family. Okay, that worries about them. Yeah, worries about them. Right, and I try to protect my family. Okay, and I try to guide me daughter not to do. Don't walk out in front of a car. Look left and right when you're crossing the road. Okay, don't put your hand in the fire. You burn your hand. Okay, little things like that. But imagine daddy is being told by the clowns that you can't do this, you can't do that. Nobody tells me what to do. That's why I put this video up at the end of the day. To show everybody that we're all trying to live a little simple life. Okay? And if there's things that don't add up, we need to go and check them out. And remember, years ago, we didn't have this smart device to go and check it out. There's people that won't go to see a doctor now. They go into Google and they check out what's wrong with them. And then they go and see, can they get the tablets on the internet? Not even from the chemist, the pharmacy. They buy the tablets on the internet. Hang on a sec. Oh, yeah. Right, so listen. We're running out of battery life. That's the worst about these smart devices. We've got about 10% left. Look how quickly YT eats up the battery. When I say this smart tablet was 100%. In fact, I wouldn't call it that smart. I call it shit. Yeah, because the battery's shit. So FB announced that they're censoring you. They've robbed your voice, took all your information, gave it out to everybody, but it doesn't matter because humans are so stupid now that it doesn't matter. We just robbed you twice. I'm going to rob you again. Yeah. And by the way, we're censoring everything that you do. But you aren't even listening. Sure you aren't. You don't listen. You'll be still back on FB tomorrow, checking it all out. Tell everybody that you're going away on holidays. And then when you come back, you tell everybody, oh, my house was robbed. Oh, how was my house robbed? Who knew I was going away? The whole bleeding world. Yeah, that's right. The whole world knew you were going away. Yeah, the fake moon landing by Ralph Rain. When you get a chance, watch that. Ralph Rain, yeah, the fake moon landing, right? Because you couldn't call it anything less, okay, with the piece of... You know what? I could actually go into my kitchen, get a roll of aluminium foil, or tin foil, as we call it here in Dublin, yeah, and probably get me daughter to make some sort of a capsule that opens, yeah, and we'll tell everybody that we're going to send that to the moon. Yeah, mad. Yeah, I'd love to know how they wash themselves, how they have a shower. Yeah, you know when they go into the toilet, where does all that go? No. But then again, you probably swallow everything. Oh yeah, by the way, there's another thing that I wanted to tell you. Goo Goo, you're torn out. Goo Goo, I told you I wouldn't leave us out tonight. Goo Goo. Yeah, Goo Goo. Yeah, this is for you. Go in to Google and Google Moon. Google Moon. If you want to do it now, you can while I'm talking to you. Go in and Google Google moon. Yeah. What do you expect to see when you go in and type that in? One frame of the moon, where all the astronauts landed. Yeah. In fact, I said to me, let's say the family. I was talking to my father recently, and I says, Dad, if I was landing on the moon, right, what would you bring up to the moon with you, just in case in the future, the camera companies bring out a camera that can zoom into the moon, like in the 2019s. Yeah. What would you put up on the moon if you could bring something with you up to the moon? What would you bring with you? Would you bring a tiny little flag of America on a pole and stick it into the ground? No. Or would you bring a 1,000 by 1,000 foot piece of material with the American flag on it, so that I can see it from here, from outside my house? I can zoom in and zoom in and zoom in and see exactly where they landed. Yeah. Yeah, see, I don't swallow all that, because they haven't been back in 40 years. Yeah. In fact, you can't even see, this is the best part of it, goo goo, because yous are all tied in with the same goo goo, and never a straight answer, all connected, all corrupt. Yeah. Because they'd be talking to each other saying, no, you can't put that up on the internet. No, we won't do that, sir. We won't do that, sir. No, we won't do that. No. But what you can't see on the moon, right, is crap, is bullshit. Okay? They didn't go back in 40 years because they never were there in the first place. No. Because of the amount of radiation. That's right. Yeah. You know, if you swallow the space station, that's another good one at the end of the day. And I just can't stomach the crap anymore that they come out with. They landed all these... remember the 1960s, the technology that was out back then? I mean, it's bad enough now. Maybe you could get away with it today in 2019 and go, oh yeah, well they had this, that and the other. We're talking about the 1960s. You know, where it was backward planet Earth. Go in and watch all the 1960s movies. You know, the Beatles, all the hippies, everything else. Yeah. What, you think they took off? Yeah, they took off all right. Yeah. The same way as Halloween, you go out the front of your house and let off a rocket for the children. No, the way you let off the rocket for the children. Yeah. You let the rocket off. Where does it go? Have you ever found the rocket? No. Because it went up and it disappeared. That's right. Oh, they landed in the sea though. You remember that part where you see them landing in the sea? Yeah. That's right. They landed in the sea. And all the people that are at Cape Canaveral or whatever it's called, yeah, that watch all the shuttle, the shuttles taking off, yeah. That's right. Oh, they go up so far and then they disappear. But you're not meant to know that. Oh, they're going to the moon, yeah. They're going to the moon. Yeah, that's it. Hang on a second. Here. Hang on. Paddy, watch the finger. YT is going to hypnotise you. He's gone. You okay? Okay, wake up, snap out of it. Right, we're down to 5% nearly, so relax. Now, that's Paddy, by the way. He doesn't take any crap either. Okay, so we've got and the last one there we're going to talk about is, the Van Allen belt. They haven't went back to the moon since 1972. Do you not think that's a bit strange, no? See, the way I look at things sometimes, I keep on thinking that everybody should be flying to the moon nearly at this stage on Virgin Atlantic. You should be able to go to your local airport now and fly up to the moon, you know, and land, and then go to a drive-through McDonald's or something like that, get back onto a plane and come back, and then tell all your family, that was great. Yeah, did you enjoy yourself, son? That's what my mother would say. What was the moon like? I'll go, you know what? It was brilliant. It was great. It was a good day out. You know, it cost a few quid, but it was good. Listen, we're down to 5% now. I'm going to read out a few messages, right? And I hope you enjoy the video. I'll be back again tomorrow night. Hello, YouTube. It's a pleasure for keeping me live tonight. Oh, hang on, another volcano. Watch Russia. Yes, ladies and gents. Watch Russia. Yeah? And tie in what they say in the video. The one I told you, A Man Called Flint. When you get a chance, watch the video. And this is done in the 1960s. Hang on a second there. Hang on. Stay where you are. It's live. It's live. 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 That's what it is. Live, everybody. Live. Hang on. Now. Sorry about that. Just give us a second. Turn off that. I can't do that now. See, it's always something. Hang on. Power supplies, extension leads. It never ends. It's tough being a man. Tough being a man. You have to put up with all this all day. Gadgets. Yeah. In fact, the other half calls me Dr. Gadget. Except Dr. Gadgets didn't work tonight. I'm not impressed with that. Right, ladies and gents.
That's bullshit.
Do you like that? That's bullshit. Look. Hang on. So you can't even get it there. Bullshit. You see that?
That's bullshit.
That's bullshit.
Is that bullshit I smell?
Oh, yeah.
I call bullshit. That's bullshit. That's bullshit.
Right, so that's what you get. Listen, I'll be using that when we go live with the phone calls. And I hope now to get the Skype calls from tomorrow night once I get this thing figured out. Okay, I have to scratch my head a little bit. Listen, I have to say, firstly, it's a pleasure. Let me go back into a few of these messages anyway. Kimberly, oh, do you mean firmament, renovation files? Talk to you soon, bro. I'm heading home to Cavan. To Cavan, nice one. To Cavan. Right. Edward Mullen, keeping it real, Paulie. No one else ever gets up and does that. You're a ripper, man. Nice one. Prepping, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Listen, we're not going to be speaking about Planet X, okay? Because the problem with Planet X is people keep on giving everyone dates. And that's the downfall. Everyone starts saying about Nibiru. That's why I decided to call Nibiru Islands. Nibiru Islands. You know the people can't even spell it. How do you spell Nibiru? I'd be telling people, why don't you go in and stick it into the pyramids? Go in and watch the pyramids and the Sumerians and people like that and Planet X and, you know, I'm fascinated by all that. Fascinated by asteroids. Fascinated by, you know, what goes on in the real world. And I watch it with great content. You know, I love knowing about an asteroid that's going to come towards planet Earth, and it's going to be the same size as the Empire State Building, and it's going to be, you know, a couple of 1,000 miles that way. And if you come out, you might see it. Yeah. Then there's other days where, like, I'm at an age where, if you're in your 40s, okay, or your 50s or your 60s, you remember the clouds that we used to see as children and as teenagers and at 20s and 30s years of age. Okay. You didn't see a blanket of clouds like we see, the same size as the Atlantic Ocean, over a country for about 6 to 10 days to 15 days at a time. Okay? We never saw that before. Right? Hands up if you live in a country that gives you an amber warning weather report that you would have never heard before. Amber warning. Red warning. Yeah. That's why I keep on telling everybody, all this is changing. People come out with all this crap. Amber warning. Everyone's meant to sort of shit themselves. Yeah. Listen, I'm following everybody like Jeff P. I'm following all these photographs that get put up on the internet about Planet X and Nibiru, the Nibiru system and the moons. Okay. Now, it's never any other part of the sky, remember. So, we're all watching the sun location. And it's always in front of the sun, if you notice. It's easy to fool people half the time. You won't fool all the people all the time. Okay? Giving people dates. And all these people on YT that are putting up videos about Planet X all the time should be ashamed of themselves. The cloud formations in the sky. We can bang our heads off the wall wondering about the chemtrails. Are they trying to hide something? 1. Are they spraying something to make you sick? 2. Is that what they're trying to do? Or what? What are they trying to do? Are they trying to cool the planet down for global warming? And by the way, don't forget, if you were around in the 1980s, it was rebranded to global warming, and it was called. Now it's disappeared. Now it's all gone. It was on America's Got Talent recently. It was called the. Hang on, let's throw a little bit of sarcasm into it. The ozone layer. Yeah. All gone now. Just disappeared. Ding. That's it. David Copperfield. You know, the magician. Yeah, he made it disappear. Just like that. Yeah. And in the meantime, they tell you, you're not to use CFC gases when you come out of the shower. Don't use spray. No. But it's all right for the jumbo jet to spray the shit out of the sky. With water vapour, ladies and gents. Yeah. You know, I wonder what happened tomorrow now if we went out to my car and filled it with water. In the petrol tank, in the diesel tank. I must try it and see what happens. Yeah. I might actually ring up, I won't mention the car company that I'm with, but it's an expensive car. If I ring up the company that's based in Germany, won't mention any names, but you can narrow it down a little bit. Yeah. And it has a badge on the front of it. Yeah. So that's the clue. If I had one of them, right, I'm going to ring up, should I say, let's ring up the company in Germany and ask them. If I had one of them managers in the car from that company, I'd ask him. I'd say, excuse me, would you not get Boeing to start developing your cars, no? With the latest engine that they use. And the German would say, what do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? I'll say, well, it's a pity that you don't design the car the same as the plane with the same type of engine. A smaller version of it that runs on water. What do you think he'd say to me when I start speaking about airplanes running on water? He'd probably say, excuse me, you wouldn't mind jamming on the brakes. This is my stop and getting out. Because, ladies and gents, that big jumbo jet is being refueled, as I remind everybody. Yeah, the next time you're at the airport, have a look. Look for the biggest plane. And watch the tankers, all the oil tankers. Yeah, filling up the plane. And then listen to all these expert pilots talking about contrails. They're all experts about contrails and vapor trails. Yeah. Now, vapor trails. Yeah. See, the next time you make a cup of coffee, watch your vapor trail coming out of the kettle. Yeah. And see, does it stay there for the day? Yeah. No. It's dry ice. That's what vapor is, really, when you think about it. In simple man's terms, it goes up in the air and it disappears. Or, does anybody smoke a vape pen? Why are they called vape pens? Why are they called vape pens? Because it goes up and disappears. Abracadabra. Yeah. Listen, ladies and gents, we're coming close to the end of the show. Imagine I've been on for the last 70 minutes. Jesus, that's mad. In fact, the people that are probably in the YT cinema are probably cracking up now that they go back to work. But look, I'm not killing an hour and a half for you in your staff room. You know, you can tell everybody tomorrow to rush in. I'll try and come on around the same time. And I've loads of information that I'm keeping for tomorrow night. Because I told everybody tonight now, I'm going to tell everybody tonight that tomorrow's going to be a special night. Yeah, because I want you to hear something that's important. Not tonight. I actually had it ready to play. And I can't play it now because it's just not working. Dr. Gadget. Gadgets aren't working. Paddy's not happy about that. Paddy's not happy about that. At least they can see us. That's the main thing. Once they can see us, right? That's the main thing. And listen, pleasure to everybody for taking up the time to listen to me tonight. And I know I probably talk for Ireland, right? But the bottom line on it is, yeah, that if you have anything that's a bit out of the ordinary, send it over to nibiruireland@gmail.com. 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 Okay? Or the backup videos will be on the other channel. Or nibiruireland.com is the website. Okay? Which is just a backup. So don't be worrying about it. It's not a fancy website. It's just a website. okay, with the backup videos, okay. For the whole week, Paulie was being in the hospital, okay, and it's not a nice place. It's one place that I hate. I hate hospitals. Don't like them. I know you end up there if you're sick, but when you're not sick, unfortunately, you have to go in and visit people that's sick from a infertile infection. Can't get my head around that one. Infertile infection. I know what a fertile infection is. I just can't get my head around infertile infection. Anyway, if you're a doctor, you know exactly what I'm talking about, right? That 1 minute you're okay, and then the next minute you get the symptoms of a stroke. All the way down your left arm, down your left leg. And if anybody knows what a stroke is, this is exactly the symptoms of a stroke, except it's called infertile infection. So that's what I want to advise everybody about tonight. That if you think you're getting the symptoms of a stroke, maybe it's not a stroke at all. Maybe it's some fertile infection. That's what we call it. Okay. Listen, we're running out of battery life. Look, this is what if you're not plugged in, it's all cables, and if you don't, before you used to go to bed, you brush your teeth. Now you have to plug in your smart device, plug in your laptop, plug in your mobile phone, plug in yourself. And you know what it's like when you wake up the next morning and you forgot to charge your mobile phone? It's like the end of the world, isn't it? Like the end of the world. And speaking of the end of the world, we're going to be speaking about that tomorrow night. I've got loads of information for you that I'm not going to mention tonight because I have it backed up to play. So what I'll do is I'll try and get this out tomorrow night instead. I have to be very careful. As I said, it's a little bit of humour that Paulie tries to throw into all this. But I try to give people a little bit more of an outsider's look when we see all these different conspiracies. And I want this channel to be a place where, as a little family, we can all come and put our little messages up. Okay? And apologies again that I didn't come back to you with any videos in the last 7 days. But just think of YT, just think of it as a week's holiday for yourselves. And actually, I should have given you more notice. Google, I should have given you more notice on it. You could have actually went out and had a holiday to Spain or somewhere like that, and then tell everybody when you're lying at the pool and you're the boss from Google, and people say, Jesus, this is a great time for you to come to Spain for a week, and the boss turns around and goes, yeah, Paulie decided to take a week off, so sure, the kids were on mid-term break from school, I might as well come away, as we don't have to listen to Paulie for the last 7 days. Isn't it brilliant? Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to go now. I'm going to have myself a nice cup of coffee with chemtrail water. Yeah. But I'll make sure to boil it and watch the contrail coming out the top of the kettle. Yeah. Or vapor trail that comes out the top of the kettle as I'm waiting to make the cappuccino. Yeah. So it's a big goodbye from Paulie tonight from Dublin, Ireland. Yeah. Ireland. The home of the leprechauns, by the way. Yeah. The 2:30, I'm not too sure. I'll have to ask Paddy later on. So Paddy wants to say goodbye anyway. So top of the morning to you, top of the evening to you, and good night. But before I go, I'm going to have a little read. Tripsy Gypsy. Kettle chems, yeah, kettle chems. Make sure though when you put the kettle on the next time, yeah, that you don't put aviation fuel in it by mistake. Just in case. If you have any aviation fuel lying around your house, you might just happen to have it out in the shed, out the back of your house. If you do have a bottle of aviation fuel, you could put it into your kettle and get the whole family to come into the kitchen and sit there and put the kettle on, yeah, and watch. And I guarantee you, within about 10 minutes, 15 minutes, you'll be all dead on the ground. Yeah. You know, isn't that great? I think they tried to do that in Waco as well in America. Yeah. That lunatic guy, that was there. I think that's how they all managed to whack themselves in the end. They just put the kettle on. Oh, should be on the stage. What? Comedian. I'm a comedian, ladies and gents. I'm a comedian. Yeah, love it. Tripsy Gypsy, Edward Mullen. Nice one. I hate it when I make that mistake. Anyway, good night, my friends. Listen, Karen, I'm back, Surgeon. Oh, take care, Paulie. Great show. Listen, I'll spend more time with us tomorrow night as a family. And you know what? Just look, everybody, and tell me that I'm not being censored on the videos because they've had time to watch. Nothing you can do about it when I'm live. Only shut me down. And they're shutting channels down left, right, and centre, should I say. It's getting late, so the words start getting a little bit all over the place, you know. Thanks to everybody that's been with me from the start. There's been a few people there. I enjoy doing the videos. As I said, I'm not being racist. I'm not damaging anybody's culture. I'm not damaging anybody's religion. I'm not doing anything like that. Okay? I'm just, when I put it all together, it just doesn't work out. The answer that I'm looking for is not there. So I have to go in and research it because that's what 40-year-olds do. Yeah. It's called a midlife crisis, by the way. And as I said, some people join a gym. No, we don't need to join a gym. I'm lovely. And let's say fit. Yeah. Fit from all the swimming and walking and running that I do. Just in case the shit hits the fan. And Paulie has to grab his family and leg it and run as fast as they can. Up into the hills, ladies and gents, before Planet X hits us. Oh, don't say Planet X too loud. No, I won't say Planet X too loud. In the meantime, I have to say one more time, Google, thanks very much for allowing this tonight. Everybody, if you all want to say goodbye to each other before you go, because I'm going to wrap her up. Kimberly, 35. If it weren't for the midlife crisis, may have never woke up. Laugh out loud. Well, do you know something? When I was in my 20s and 30s, I was pumping out dance music. Yeah. Trance music. If anybody knows, I'll give you an example. Above and Beyond. Yeah, would be my favourites. Armin van Buuren. Tiesto. DJ Tiesto. Yeah. Who else? I could list them to you all day here. But I love classical trance music. Yeah. And that's just what I like. Yeah. And that's how I got tinnitus, whatever you want to call it. Yeah. Aluminium. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about. That ringing sound that you get in your ears all the time. And that's from too much abuse. Now, I'm sitting here looking at a screen. Yeah. Going through midlife crisis. Wearing a balaclava. It doesn't get worse than that, does it? Oh, ladies and gents, I have to say it's a pleasure. And I hope more people will tune into me. Sorry, I have to fix this. Yeah. I know how to do this part now. It's just rigging up all the little gadgets. I want to be able to show you what I'm looking at on the internet. So I need to rig up all this. I always get worried that there's too much. They know too much information about you on the main screen. Can I turn it there for a minute? No, hang on a sec. No, there's too much information there, so we leave it here with the in the background. Finally, before we go, the 29th of March. Yeah, so we'll have St. Patrick's Day, the big celebration, and then we'll have the funeral on the 29th of March, being Brexit. So it's going to be a bit of a messed up month for the Irish. Yeah, we won't know what to do. So I think in the meantime, if you have a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, it's probably covered or full up to the top, should I say, with Bitcoin. So all those little leprechauns, including Paddy, has to go to the end of the rainbow now, gather up all the coins and run. Yeah. Before either Planet X hits us, whenever that is, don't ask me, I'm not going to give you dates because I don't do dates, or Brexit, which is going to get kicked down the road again. Now, remember where you heard it first? I can actually probably go on record now tonight. Remember, what time is it now? It's 11:35, February the 21st. And hang on, serious Paulie for a minute. Hang on, I'll get into my news reporter position. Here is the news. Yeah. Actually, watch this. Let's see, there's a walk. Hang on a sec. Sorry about this for a minute. So you have to see this. Can we get it to work now? Right. I don't know whether it's going to work or not. We'll try it. No. See, it just doesn't work. It just doesn't want to work. No. Can we get it? No. I'll try it again. Hang on. Try it on No, you can't see that. That, that, or that. No, it just doesn't work. I'll have it working tomorrow though. Anyway, that's what happens. Smart devices. We'll eventually get it. Yeah. Um, it's just a backdrop that I have for the news. But the final thing I'll say tonight is, yeah, Brexit will not happen on the 29th of March. Okay? And if you like betting, I'm telling you now that Brexit will not happen on the 29th. If it does happen, well then, right, I was wrong. Right, like most people, I get things wrong. But I will say that I don't think Brexit is going to happen on 29th. In fact, I think it's going to get kicked down the road and they will scrap the whole thing because nobody wants it. The Irish don't want it, and now the English don't want it. And the Scots definitely don't want it because they're Scottish. And the Welsh, so nobody knows where Wales is. So, poor Wales, unfortunately. So that's the bottom line. I personally think the Brexit thing is just a smoke screen. Either something else is coming that's much bigger. Just let's wait and see what's going to happen. Because, as I said, once the government start putting dates on things like the 29th of March, and we're all biting our nails, wondering when it's going to happen, what's going to happen. Nobody knows. The uncertainty. Pharmaceutical industry says that we're going to run out of tablets. People are going to die. Everybody's going to... Why are they telling everybody that? You know, listen, I've had enough. I think I've served me time. Let's say tonight. Remember, the only thing that's scripted is that piece of paper, and I put a couple of little things on it. But tomorrow night, I have much more information, without mentioning too many names, but you'll be able to work it all out. So, in the meantime, as I said, I have to, I'm dealing with family, with the hospital, with the this, with the that, and it's all over the place. So, if I'm not here tomorrow, or I will be here tomorrow, hopefully. But I said that last week as well. Sorry, just breathing in a bit of chemtrail. Yeah, you were chemming last night, as I told everybody from Amsterdam. Schiphol Airport, ladies and gents. That's right. And you have to follow the jumbo jet. That's the clue. Follow the jumbo jet. Not to the airport. To the back of the airport. That's right. Where all the cargo planes go. Yeah. The big question tonight before you go to bed. When you're lying in bed tonight and you're thinking to yourself, oh, wouldn't it be great to know what the cargo is? Yeah. Wouldn't we? Wouldn't we love to know? In the meantime, listen, there's another guy I was watching, Mr. Dobbs. Yeah, keep up the good work. Fair play to you. And incoming systems, outgoing systems, incoming systems, outgoing systems. No. What Paulie's going to do is Paulie's going to talk about the stuff that we do know about. And, oh yeah, this is the final thing. I told everybody last week that the earthquakes and the volcanoes have increased. Yeah. Now, the last count last week was 16 volcanoes that were awake, like Mount Etna. Watch Mount Etna. And watch the 2 earthquakes that happened in Turkey and Greece. Yeah. And China. Don't forget China. And don't forget to tune into Dutch Since Spectacular. Says as it is, gets knocked down by the trolls, gets knocked down by every Tom, Dick and Harry. And anyone that gives him the thumbs down is a jackass. That's what I think. This guy knows exactly what he's talking about because, to me, he's an expert. Knows what he's talking about. So, who's giving him the thumbs down? Anyway, Dutch Since, go in and watch his videos all about, and he's telling you. But what I've noticed and what I've spoken about is about the amount of volcanoes. Because I keep on watching the numbers. Guess what number we're on today of volcano eruptions over 15,000 feet. Here's another one there, look at Petros. Listen, you have to go in and watch Cuba. Okay? There's 21 volcanoes today. And I think there was 16 last Thursday. Not Thursday gone. Sorry, last Thursday, 7 days ago. There was around 16. I told everybody in the video. Today there's 21. So there's something happening with the plates. Okay? And a lot of these little earthquakes then that come on the back of the volcano eruption is caused by the volcano. But you'll only hear about the magnitude 7 or magnitude 8 or magnitude 6. You have to go in and listen to the local people talking about it. And these earthquakes are like 5 kilometers down. They're not all 500, 250 kilometers down. Some of them are shallow compared to some of the deep earthquakes. And I have to say, Dutch Sins is fascinating to watch. Okay? Fascinating. Because I thought I knew everything. We know nothing. Human beings. We think we know everything. We know nothing. Okay? So, I want to watch more videos like Paulie. I want to be able to tune in and see people talking the truth. I don't want to see people getting censored, okay, about talking about fake moon landings. All these different conspiracies that, if you notice people, every time you mention it, the first thing is you're knocked down straight away and you're told that's a conspiracy. How do you know it is? There's fake news, real news, fake news. Everything is fake news at the moment because they tell you it's fake news. Yeah. The bottom line on it is we don't know what's real and we don't know what's fake anymore. Okay. But what I will tell you is I do my best. I'm not reading anything. I'm only reading 10 pointers for the show. And I'll be back again tomorrow night for about another hour and a half or something like that. Okay. And we'll go into great detail all about what's going on in the world. Okay. And I have to say before I go tonight, a big hello to all the kids, yeah, and the teachers out in Portrand School, okay, in Dublin, yeah, that were protesting. And I told everybody this last week, but I have to take my hat off to the 2 school teachers out there that I will speak probably tomorrow night more about, okay, that I've so much information, what they're up to and why they're doing it, okay, and it's the future of the children that we're here for. That's what we're doing all this for, okay, it's not for me, okay, I'm probably halfway through my life, maybe less, you know, and the bottom line is that I've got kids, you know, if you have kids out there, you're trying to protect them, right, and we need to know that if we're all going to be flooded and we're all going to drown because of sea levels rising, which I can't see any sea level rising, if you notice. The rivers are still the same height that go through your city. They haven't come over the wall. Yeah. So they're telling everybody we're all going to drown. Or tsunamis. Or this or that. Well, let's talk about the tsunamis and the earthquakes and the volcanoes and the real things that we know about. That's why we don't do Planet X. Yeah. Or getting sucked in by an incoming system. Yeah. We have to try and open our minds to what we see. And especially on the internet. Okay. That there's a lot of bullshit. But there's a lot of good facts there on Discovery Channel. And people that go out of their way to give you the right information. Yeah. This is not edited. This is just real information as it comes in. Okay. And before I mention it tonight, I make sure I know what I'm speaking about. I'm not a professor, okay? I'm not a super expert on it. But what I am is somebody that has joined up the dots over the last 3 years and know quite well that my videos are being censored. In fact, if you go down through the numbers, you can see which video messed everything up. And now each video, you're battling to try and get 100 viewers. It's the same with all these channels that have 80,000 subscribers, 100,000 subscribers. I might only have 100 viewers. Dr. Albers, that's right, the physicist. I sent her a message the other night saying that there was 75,000 subscribers. You know how many people were watching our live or watching the video? 400. So I don't care whether there's only a few people watching the video tonight. I don't care less. The point is that them few people go off and tell their friends about this fella called Paulie from Dublin. Okay, that dresses up and comes on and starts speaking about information that I'm trying to follow in my head. That I'm trying to follow it. And I can't work it out. All these scandals or conspiracies that end up becoming a scandal because then it's real. or when enough people start speaking about it, it's not a conspiracy anymore. It's real. Right? Listen, I'm going to come back to you tomorrow. Otherwise, I won't get any sleep. And I have a daughter that's sort of, depending on daddy, while she's on a midterm break from school. So any parents out there that have kids or anything like that know exactly what I'm talking about. Trying to entertain the children while, they're out of school for the week. Luckily, we have a little hip-hop champion that loves hip-hop. And Nicki Minaj, and I'm the dance music. She's hip hop. It's like, oh, it's hard to explain it. Nicki Minaj. Listen, I'm going to wrap things up because I'm losing. I have to get something to drink here. It's very difficult trying to speak through this. Okay, and I hope you enjoyed the show tonight. And I'm sorry for rabbiting on a bit. I hope you all sleep well tonight. Yeah, wherever you are, or if it's the afternoon. And of course, thanks for letting it go live. And I hope you enjoyed it. And can I say goodnight to everybody? Trippy Gypsy, nice one, Edwards. Hope you make it here tomorrow. Listen, as I said, we're only a little community, folks. So do you want to all say goodbye to each other because it's now 23:47 in Dublin, 23:48. I'll say hello to a couple of people. In 2 minutes' time, we'll just shut the whole thing down. And I love being live. It's great. As I said, if I make a couple of mistakes, well, so what? Everyone makes mistakes. Edward Mullen, unfortunately, if we are to die, we will nothing. Blah, blah, blah. Pray for each other. Yeah, see, the religion, the Bible always gets dragged into it. Lottie, Polly, you look a wee bit like Spider-Man. Yeah. I haven't got the web. That actually, hang on a second.
You are such a liar.
You're such a liar, what? That's
Bullshit.
Bullshit. Upside down. Bullshit. Imagine finding that. Isn't that great? Now, that's
bullshit.
You can never stop pressing that. I even take it out to work with me sometimes. And then if I get some sort of a, excuse the expression, dickhead coming in from the airport, when he gets out of the car, rubbish. That's bullshit. Remember, everyone should have one of these. And then as soon as you hear something crap, I pressed myself, if I come out and said something that was crap, I go, yeah, that's bullshit. But remember, Paddy doesn't do bullshit. Paddy just does the truth. Right, 1 minute left. Karen, you're pretty clued up, Paddy. Yeah, well, listen, you have kids. If anyone has kids out there, you have to be clued up, okay? Because they look up to mommy and daddy, yeah? And I'm the protector, okay? That doesn't take any bullshit from nobody at the end of the day. So, Polly is fairly mad, yeah, when I want to be. Step on Polly's toes, well, then that's when you disappear, unfortunately. But we'll say nothing more about that. That's a different show altogether. In the meantime, love it, Polly. I'm going to say goodbye to you all. I'm going to shut it down for now. It's 23:50. Sorry, Spider-Man says goodbye, yeah, from Dublin. And it's been a pleasure again. Thanks. It's difficult doing all this for this amount of time, just constantly talking. But tomorrow night, we're going to go with Skype. I'm going to put this live on tomorrow. And I want to speak to a few of you. And I want to ask everybody, what do you think? What's annoying you? What do you not like? Is there a conspiracy that you want to speak about? Yeah. And we'll call it, sorry, I'm getting tired now. We call it the Conspiracy Show. The Friday Night Conspiracy Show. Isn't that a good one? Yeah. Well, yours truly, the Grim Reaper. Or, hang on, here's me good side. Spider-Man. 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 Oh, love it. Anyway, listen, I'm going. Look, it's going over the time. I'm going to knock you all out now. Love yous and leave yous. And